Good evening, VV Nation. Welcome to this week's Strategy of the Week. My name is Ryan. Always a pleasure. Now, are you uncertain about your next step in today's volatile market? Tonight's presentation, I'm going to show you how to navigate market shifts and volatility with confidence, utilizing the power of the VectorVest 7 system. So without further ado, let's get prepared for tonight's presentation, preparing for the next market move. Now, if you notice in the bottom right corner, look at the time. 10:21, Jerome Powell just started the conference this morning. Investors getting enthused right now. You see the Dow Jones up 645, 3 green lights across the board. The confirmed up is currently flashing an up situation. However, one problem we've noticed over the last few weeks, if I scroll down the color guard, there just really hasn't been any confirmation, any follow through from either a green light or a red light. If we take a look back on August 8th, we got a green light here, actually 2 green lights across the board, followed by 3 red lights. Shortly after, we had another green light appear. And more recently, if we look at these red lights here, even for my bearish traders, investors, no real follow through coming into place after a red light in the price column of the color guard. Thus, a simple yet effective way is to look for confirmation or follow through the next day. So you'd like to see one red light after an existing red light or one green light after an existing green light. Even though that is a very effective way to find follow through in the market, I'm going to show you the true power of the VectorVest 7 system, and we're going to dive into the market timing graph to find some more lucrative ways to get a sense of momentum, whether it's to the upside or to the downside. So that way you're not caught in the middle of market volatility and reduce the chances of getting whipsawed going forward. All right, here's a graph of the VectorVest composite over the last 3 months. Look at the rally in suit today, coming at 75.44, just hitting a brand new high. That being said, we still want to have some follow through come Monday, right? So we want to look for a green light, but just not your average green light. We want to find a green light with an asterisk. Now that asterisk means that there's some moving averages in our favor. If we take a look here, we've got 2 moving averages, the 10-day and the 15-day moving average of RT relative timing. We've seen the 10-day rise to the 15-day here, showing that the bearish momentum is waning. Now, come Monday, if we do get some follow through here, that would bring the RT 10-day potentially above the 15-day, triggering that asterisk, which represents down below the RT kicker combo. We noticed that the green lights with the RT kicker combo ended back on July 8th, 2025. If I just use our regular green light, the green light buyer, we noticed several green lights additionally after the RT kicker combo up signal was given. However, the market just not seeing that momentum or much follow through behind these green lights. That's why waiting for the market to come to us and giving us some confirmation here, which also gave us a down signal recently, which also stopped its preliminary up signals back on July 8th. So I want to utilize this signal with the trading system, put it on your radar. That's had great success. So I came over here to the viewers tab, selected trading system viewer, and we see the top VST newbies recommendation equal to a sell. This trading system is meant more for prudent investors and utilizes that GLB RT kicker timing system we were just mentioning. As we take a look at the trading system details, first thing we notice, a nice equity curve, lower left, upper right, and the performance since the beginning of the year, quite astonishing, up over 20% so far. Now, this trading system buys stocks that were not in the top 20 VST list a week ago, but are now. It will sell positions when the stock goes from a buy to a sell, or if we enter a confirmed down signal. It will buy stocks on this GLB RT kicker signal. So let's take a look and see exactly what type of stocks would appear from this search. I came to the Unisearch part of the program. Over on the left, we have a searches dash prudent folder. Once I open it up, about 2/3 of the way down, I went to top 20 newbies. If I run the search, these are the type of stocks that had just entered the top 20 by VST within the last week. And we see some popular names appear in the list here: Sterling Infrastructure, DRD, along with Stride. Many of you have mentioned these stocks before. So some great stock candidates from this search. However, we just want to wait for follow through and some confirmation to make the next market move. Now, we all know the Federal Reserve and Jerome Powell can create some volatility in the markets, right? So come Monday, if we don't see any follow through, if the market shows weakness going forward next week, look for the exact opposite situation, right? we would want the 10-day, for some follow through for the bears, we'd want the 10-day to drop below the 15-day moving average of RT once again, with red lights appearing in the color guard showing us momentum to the downside. In addition to that, the GLB RT kicker down signal would be a great trigger point to get a sense of confirmation with this downside move. Or another signal that could identify bears starting to take charge again would be the RT kicker combo, which gave us 2 preliminary down signals recently. Thus, these are the signals with additional follow through the next day if you plan on getting bearish in the market. So let me show you 2 simple avenues you could take if the market suggests that the bears are starting to take control. We're back on the Unisearch part of the program. This time I'm going to start with the ETFs folder. Down below, we have the worst performing contra ETFs C/down. If I hit the run search button here, you'll notice a list of contra ETFs, everything from shorting Ethereum to Tesla, all the way to Nvidia. Now you can see the shorts not doing so well today, right? Especially with the enthusiasm we're seeing in the market. So again, not suggesting these right now, but as you wait for the next market move, if we get confirmation to the downside, this would be a great list of ETFs to start off with. An additional way to play the market to the downside would be shorting stocks. If I go over here on the left, searches dash short, plenty of great searches here. One in particular that I have my eyes on is going to be worst stocks above $20. If I hit the run search button here, we can see these stocks have to be greater than $20, recommendation equal to a sell. But instead of bringing the top VST candidates to the top of the list, we're going to bring the lowest VST candidates. So these are the stocks with the lowest combination of value, safety, and timing. So if the market were to roll over, these type of stocks would be great candidates to have on your radar for potential shorting. All right, VV Nation, I hope you enjoyed tonight's presentation. Again, the market's at a pivotal point right now. We're seeing optimism for the bulls, but I don't want you to fall for any kind of whipsaw, and I want you to be prepared to make the next appropriate move during this market volatility. And more importantly, I hope tonight's presentation helped put tools in your tool belt to make the best decisions possible. And again, if you have any questions about what we covered tonight, please do not hesitate to give support a call. Good night.